Hello, good evening to everyone who's watching. Today, well, I'm doing some weaving on different colours. At the moment, right, with these one I'm making, I found out you can actually make all sorts of stuff. So the moment, I'm trying to see, if I can be able to make, everything what I make from this loom which I'm using is like you can make we can make like runners, bags, all sorts really. But at the moment, it's all a work in progress of each one of them, which I make. So far, I made two so far. I made one with blue and white, and two different shades of blue, a dark blue and a light blue, and white at each end. The other one's got blue and a red, two blues and a white, so it's, but at the moment I'm not sure where they are, but I think I have put them out to the way. I know, I'm trying to sort this out here. Oh yeah. So but at the moment, right, I've been learning this since this last week. When I first started doing weaving, I was using the circular ones for the time being. But when I realised that I was getting good at it, I thought, okay then. So I'm so like to perseverance of trying new things. So I got myself a peg loom. After all, it's a very long thing, but they do come longer than they do anywhere. This is a peg loom, which I have. That's a peg loom. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there must be about 24, 25 pegs there, I think there is. At the moment, right, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 missing, right? But no worries, right, because I know where they all are. Anyway, I'm thinking somehow of where they are. So with a peg loom, you can make also you can make mats, right? But with the peg loom I have, right, it's only like it's not a large one, but it is large, but so to speak. But it looks like me because when you use the whole length, right, it becomes large because of the amount of pegs you use. But when you get a peg loom, they come even longer, right? So you can make bigger mats, right? For something quite large, like a very large room, right? Or a blanket, so to speak. So I suppose you can make blankets as well. You can make blankets, hats. Well, I won't say hats, I mean like blankets, bags, runners, all sorts really. So with this, right, so with a loom like this, right, you can use macrame string. The one I'm using is 3mm thick, and it's steady, so as you can tell that when you press on that, right, it's bouncy. And though it has a thing underneath, I'll show you just there. So as you can tell, so at the moment, right, I'm just making lots of different colours and hopefully trying to see if I can make them into like a bag or anything real. Or you can make 2 or 3 and you can stitch them all together like a big bag as well. So all sorts of stuff you can make with as well, which is and I found out, right, that the weaving doesn't go back. I found out just recently, right, I found out that weaving goes back to 12,000 years ago, not 27,000 mark, right? Because it'd be impossible anywhere. So it's 12,000 years ago when it was first introduced, with weaving. because and there are other forms of weaving, like basket weaving, right? That involves with bamboo, I think it is, or type of weird, but that's not for me to do that because, you know, I like to try, but I know it'd be very difficult to do because you know, because you gotta bend. I think it's cane, I think somehow, but it's very, very difficult to do. But unless you know how to do it, but unfortunately, so so weaving, right, you can make it whatever colour you want. So the Montrite, that's what. So the ones I mentioned just about a few minutes ago, the ones I made so far, I'll show you. I've took pictures before and about it. Sometimes, well, I don't know, that's better. So so within like this, right? This is the largest one you can get. You can get something that are way bigger, but they cost more expensive than that. They can get ones that are about that big, and unfortunately, you need a room, right? A big room with plenty of space to use it in. Because I've been to a place where they had one time when I was at school in Yorkshire. When I was at school in Yorkshire, so and I find it fascinating the way how it's done. But there are types of weaving you can use as well, because what it is on the big ones, instead of doing what I'm doing right now, it's the same prospect, right? You know, you're weaving in between like that, right? Up and down in between the you know, between the string, right? But it's the same thing on a big massive one. It's the same when you got to have string first, long, and then you add whatever yarn or fleece you want to use. And so with the fleece, right, you can make clothing, you can make garments as well, like jumpers, cardigans, you know, it depends what size you have. And also you can make mats as well. So if you have like a bit, so like most old houses, right, if like an estate, right, house, they do have a lot of rooms. When I say a lot of rooms, I mean like big rooms, like massive. And so when they do have like woolen like I want it's not a carpet, it's like more like a rug, but it's made out of fleece or yarn, but it depends how thick you want it as well. So this one I'm making right now normally it takes about 3 to 4 days to make if I take my time with it. But the ones I done before, like if I was to make a hat with the circular loom, it would take me about 3 days, I think. About 3 days, I think, to make. But it might take longer as well. Depends on, you know, how long it'll take me to make, because sometimes, you know, they always says, there's a saying that if there's a job that he's doing, it's worth doing well, and just like anything else. So at the moment, I'm doing, you know, lots of these, and I'm gonna keep you informed, and I'll let you what I'm making once I made all of them. Okay. So I'll say good night, and I'll catch up at some point tomorrow, but I'll let you know. Okay. Bye.